Dossier. Okay, wait, what? So, hey, what? Wait, hold, what? Huh? Christopher Steele writes a dossier paid for by Hillary Clinton in order to essentially, they're all lies about Donald Trump. They're just lies to create the wrap-up smear. We've played you the clip many times. And now the FBI is paying him to corroborate his own smears. They're paying him. They're not asking him under penalty of going to prison, which is what they should do. Hey, you interfered in an election. We're going to put you in jail unless you can somehow rationally explain why you were shopping this document of lies to federal agencies. They didn't do that. They paid him more money. So Hillary Clinton already paid him to make the document, and now the FBI is paying him more money. Check this out.
As yesterday, special counsel John Durham questioned the first witness of the trial of Russian national Igor Danchenko. Now, Durham has charged him with 5 counts of making false statements to the FBI over the 2016 anti-Trump dossier. FBI supervisory counterintelligence analyst Brian Auten testifying that a group of agents met with Christopher Steele overseas in early October 2021 about his dossier, which contained salacious allegations against Trump and members of his 2016 campaign. Now, during questioning, Auten revealed the FBI offered Steele $1 million to corroborate the dossier's allegations against now former President Trump, but Auten testified that Steele could not. Durham also asked, quote, on October 21st, 2016, the date of the Carter Page FISA application, did you have any information to corroborate the dossier, which Auten responded, no.
So they knew it was fake. They knew it wasn't real. They knew it was a lie, and then they continued to perpetrate that lie on you and on Donald Trump for 3 effing years, kneecapping and destroying Donald Trump's presidency. That is exactly what it was. They utilized this document in order to malign and to kneecap Donald Trump's presidency. Now, what is this? Is this about Donald Trump? No, it's about you. You are to be punished. You're the people who chose Trump as president. You elected him legally, rightfully, and directly as your president, and they couldn't tolerate your will. So what did they do? They knew it was a lie. They literally paid the guy who made up the lie more money. Now, it turns out Christopher Steele didn't take it because he couldn't corroborate what he had written. The FBI knew it was garbage from the start, and John Durham is curb stomping here. It is a beautiful thing to see. Steele apparently did not take the money. We have the update for you here.
David, just to be clear on this, he testified the FBI put $1 million on the line if he could prove his report. He did not take the money.
Correct.
What does that tell us?
Well, it shows that the FBI still went forward with this FISA warrant against Carter Page, renewing it multiple times, even though Christopher Steele could not corroborate his dossier. But the FBI still went with the dossier, and that's what Durham is getting at today. And he's going to have Auten on the stand for about another hour or so.
It's incredible what John Durham is doing here. And John Durham himself is doing the questioning. God bless John Durham. A lot of people very, very upset. This is taking so long. I am one of them. But what can you do? They are like John Durham, I personally believe, is doing his David and Goliath routine, right? There's an entire army of deep state feds that know that they are corrupt as hell. And John Durham is standing a single man against all of them. And I hope and I pray that inside of Virginia, he will be able to get a much better jury pool than in Washington, D.C., where the jury pool was filled with single leftist women with AOC bumper stickers on their cars, on their hybrids. If they have cars, probably not. These are public transportation people. Warby Parker glasses, Xanax rattling around in their purses on their way to SoulCycle classes. Like, these are the kind of people with votive candles of Dr. Fauci inside their 1-bedroom studio apartments that they pay $7,000 a month for. These are very depressing, sad people, and they made up the jury pool in the Michael Sussman trial, the worst possible jury pool. You shouldn't be able to get a jury pool from Washington, D.C. It's not a real place. It's the District of Columbia. Don't remind people in Washington, D.C. that they're named after Christopher Columbus. And that's just where they live. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very stunning allegation. And you cannot express further how damaging this is to the FBI. The FBI was functioning as a super PAC against Donald Trump. This is what was happening. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, it should be dismantled and it should be reformatted. They should go agent by agent and test those agents for their political biases, and they should start at the very top. If you are in the top brass of the FBI and you oversaw these type of operations, you should be fired immediately. This agent, Outen, said that they could never corroborate anything that Christopher Steele said in the Steele dossier. But they used it as the predicate for the Mueller investigation for years into the Trump administration. It was a political tool, the weapon of the deep state to use in a fraudulence against Donald Trump. And you cannot continue a country based on lies like this. You can't do it. You can't move forward. You can't have a country where the federal law enforcement lie and undermine the will of the American people so openly and egregiously. It won't continue. The country won't last. The country will also not last if the Biden administration does not uphold